The story of Esther takes place in Susa, the capital of the Persian Empire, during the reign of King Xerxes I, Ahasuerus. The king held a lavish feast to display his wealth. During the celebration, he ordered Queen Vashti to appear and show her beauty before the guests. She refused, which embarrassed him and led to her removal as queen. To find a new queen, the king ordered a search for beautiful young women. Esther, a Jewish orphan raised by her cousin Mordecai, was chosen and brought to the palace. She kept her Jewish identity secret as Mordecai advised. After a year of preparation, Esther's humility and beauty impressed the king, and she was crowned queen. Meanwhile, Mordecai uncovered a plot to assassinate the king and informed Esther, who told the king in Mordecai's name. The conspirators were executed, and the record was written in the royal chronicles. The king promoted Haman, a high-ranking official, and ordered everyone to bow to him. Mordecai refused, which enraged Haman. Learning that Mordecai was a Jew, Haman plotted to destroy all Jews in the empire. He cast lots to choose the date and convinced the king to issue an edict for their annihilation. When Mordecai heard the decree, he mourned publicly and urged Esther to intercede with the king. Esther feared for her life because no one could approach the king uninvited, but Mordecai reminded her, "Who knows if you have come to the kingdom for such a time as this?" She agreed, asking all Jews in Susa to fast for 3 days before she approached the king. On the 3rd day, Esther appeared before the king. He extended his golden scepter, sparing her life, and she invited him and Haman to a banquet. At the first banquet, she invited them to a second one the next day. That night, Haman built a 75-foot gallows to hang Mordecai. But the same night, the king could not sleep and had the royal records read to him. He was reminded of Mordecai's service in saving his life. Asking if Mordecai had been rewarded, he hadn't. The king called Haman and asked how to honor someone the king delights in. Thinking it was himself, Haman suggested royal robes, a horse, and a public parade. To his shock, the king ordered him to honor Mordecai in exactly that way. At the second banquet, Esther revealed her identity and told the king that she and her people were to be destroyed. When the king asked who was responsible, she pointed to Haman. Furious, the king stepped out, and when he returned to see Haman falling on Esther's couch, he ordered his execution on the very gallows Haman had prepared for Mordecai. The king gave Haman's estate to Esther and elevated Mordecai to Haman's position. Since the king's decree could not be revoked, a new edict allowed Jews to defend themselves on the appointed day. When that day came, the Jews fought and defeated their enemies. In Susa alone, 500 men were killed, including Haman's 10 sons.